Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we are back in our Pilot's Life series, episode 5, where for just the second time we're going to be flying for our new airline here, which is Wizz, based out of Gdansk. Alrighty, so here we are on a Pilot's Life then, and as you can see we are flying from Stavanger to EPGD Gdansk. Got a lovely freeway scenery for that as well. I'll put a link to that in the description. And we are flying the A321neo, cruising at flight level 370. We are Wizz 3367. About an hour and a half flight time here today. Right, here we are in the Tolis A321 here, and first I'm just going to brief the route for you guys. So I'm going to bring up Navigraph here. Alrighty, here is Navigraph, and as you can see we are here on stand 18 at Stavanger. It is limited IFR conditions. As you can see there, weather is really not very good at all. We're going to departing runway 18 on the BivK 1 Golf departure here, pretty much straight out to the south, and then we're going to be flying southeast all the way down here to Gdansk, where we're going to be on the Ogda 4 Tango arrival with the Ogdav and Golf Delta 903 transition, and then we're going to be just doing a ILS into runway 29. Alrighty, so let's start with the performance calculations then. So go to takeoff path. All of this is looking good. Runway condition is wet. Anti-ice, I think we'll turn it on just to be safe. Flex thrust, that's fine. Config auto. Aircon will be on, so that's the packs. Compute, and that looks good to me. And it wants flaps 1 plus F, which is pretty standard. So let's go ahead and do our uplink here. So QNH temperature is set. Let's get the wind here then, which is 220 at 9. It is wet, and we'll do flaps 1 for this takeoff. Let's request that. That's good to go. Let's get the APU started as well. Alrighty, and we'll get the fuel pumps on here, otherwise I will for sure forget. Right, so we have our takeoff data here then. Flex 2, all of that looks good, so we'll insert that. And that is our MCDU all set up, ready to go. MCP up here is all looking good. We got our QNH set as well. Okay, so pushback has been set. We are going to be pushing tail to the left, nose to the left and tail to the right. APR started, so we'll get the bleed on. External power can go on as well. And let's get all the ground equipment and all the doors closed.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Lovely stuff.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Okay, so looks like we are cleared for the pushback then, so we'll get the beacon light and the wing light on as well. That can be set to Alt off here, and we'll lock the cockpit door. Brilliant. Alright, let's release the parking brake. Alright, so we got a good start on engine number 2. Let's start engine at number 1.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
So we got a good start on engine number 1 as well. So let's set flaps to 1. And let's get our nose light to taxi. Runway turner flag can go on. APU bleed can go off. And we're going to get some lovely sounds as we pull some of these engines up. So let's get on out of here. Oh yeah, listen to that howl of the lovely PW engines. We'll get the wipers on as well. Right, here we are at the hold point then. So let's get our TCAS to TARA, and that can go on. Get the landing lights on. Nose light to takeoff. Strobe light can go on as well. Wiper can do fast.
Right attendant, prepare for takeoff.
Alrighty. Let's taxi onto the runway. Actually, let's do a quick flight control check. Full left, full right, full down, full up. And if we hold this here, we can do a full rudder check as well without steering off the taxiway, which is really cool. And now we did have some trim to set, so down 0.1. Let's just set that. There it is, down 0.1. And we'll taxi onto the runway here. Listen to those beautiful PW engines. And alright, we are good to go here. So let's pull them up to 50%. Stable and flex. Manflex SRS. Lovely stuff. $80 knots will release the forward pressure on the nose gear. V1 and rotate. Gears going up. And let's get the wipers off. Get the anti-ice on as well. Alright, so autopilot is engaged. We will go flaps up, and we have disarmed the speed brake. It's going to be about an hour here, UTC 1414, till our top of descent then. So I'm going to leave you with some brilliant cinematics as per usual, and I'll see you at the top of descent. Alrighty, here we are coming up to our top of descent here. I'm going to clear us all the way down to 10,000 or flight level 100. And it looks like the weather has cleared up here. As you can see, we are just about to join the downwind for Gdansk here. And we do have the airport in sight just over here. It's a lovely clear day now. So this will make the landing really, really nice. And we've got a lovely view of the airport there, where we are using a really, really good custom scenery. And let's go to QNH 1024, that's fine there. And our next altitude is going to be 5,000, so let's set that on the FCU here and do our landing performance then. So all of this looking good, runway is dry, anti-ice will be off. Landing config full, aircon will be on, all of this looks good, so let's see where we are. And yeah, low should be fine. If needs be, we'll go to manual braking, but that looks perfectly fine to me. Let's put a fix in as well for situational awareness, so we're going to go EPGD. And then what runway was it again? 29. So we'll add that, we'll do a 10 nautical mile fix in there. And let's see here, V approach 139, that looks good to me. There's our fix, so quite a long, about 20-mile approach is going to be here into Gdansk, but that's fine. Give this time to be nice and stabilized. Alright, so we're here at 5,000, about 20 miles out, so let's turn the landing systems on them. There you go. 17.3 nautical miles out. The platform is 4,000 and down to 3,000. So we can set 4,000 here. In fact, we can just arm the approach. Since we do have the localizer captured, and soon we'll have the glide slope captured as well. There's a glide slope capture, so let's engage autopilot 2 as well. We do have the runway in sight, all the way off there in the distance. But we'll hold it at 210 for now. That is a max speed on the charts, so I would be at 220 now, but it says max 210 knots, so we'll keep it there. And then we'll drop it down to 180 as we get closer to about 10 nautical miles out. Right then, we're approaching 10 nautical miles here, so let's go flaps 1 and slow it down to 180. Right, so about 7 miles out, we're going to get the gear down a little bit early, help us slow down. I'm actually going to add some speed brake in there as well. Get it slowed down here, and we'll go 160 on the speed here.
2,500.
2,500. And alright, we'll slow the speed brake there. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, looks good. Just got Sim Heaven and Ortho for XP. Right, so flaps 2. Yeah, on the glide slopes. I'll go flaps 3 as well, and then I'll find an approach speed. What was it? 139. All right. Actually, go find an approach speed now. Lovely approach. And we'll go flaps full. We'll arm the spoilers, check the cabin. Right, we're all good to go, so I'm going to disconnect there. Alright.
Cabin crew, set for landing.
Alrighty, lovely stuff. I think the localizer is a bit off here. So we're going to follow the glide slope, but not the localizer here. So it looks just a little bit off, a bit far to the right. Maybe it's just me. That's looking a little bit better now. We do have a slight crosswind and a slight headwind, but it's really nothing too strong at all. Beautiful approach here, nice and stable.
500.
I think the heading for the localizer was just slightly off. I think it was actually, it's led us to the correct place, but yeah, we're still off to the right a little bit too much. We'll just go visual now, I reckon. We're fairly close to the runway.
100 above. 200.
Nice little
100.
correction.
Minimum 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Alright, not too bad. Really got hit by that crosswind at the end there. Get it slowed down. And alright, we'll stow the reversers there. We've got manual braking. And we'll just roll it and take this next exit, but look at beautiful Gdansk there. Alright, lovely stuff. Once we off the runway, we'll get our
Ladies and
flaps
gentlemen,
up.
for your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain
Alright,
turns
flaps
off
can
the
go.
fasten seatbelt sign. History
We will
indicates
stow the
that
speed
we
brakes
have parked at Gata and that it is safe for you to
and
move
get the
aboard.
APU started.
At this time, you might your
And I will have the link to this airport in the description. So we're going to take this gate here to the left, so gate 27. And so what we can do is runway turn off and nose light can go off. And we'll go in here to the left. I think we have VGGS systems as well actually. We'll make our turn the predicted wind shear and the weather radar off. Alright, oh look at that, and how's that for a turn in then? Look at the people inside as well. Alright, we'll stop there. Set the parking brake then. And APS started, so we'll get the bleed on. And get the engines off then. Lovely stuff. Alright, so here we are. Let's submit the flight here. So we'll click on details. And let's see, score of 95. Okay, that is our worst one yet. So landing lights off before 10k. I did it after. I don't know why I wanted to do it before, but I failed on that. Pause, yeah, I lost because of the pause. I can't do much about that, unfortunately. And flaps up on the taxiing. I did that. So again, this is a weird bug, I think, potentially with how it's reading from the tow list, because I did that for sure. Not sure why. Maybe I did it a bit too early. Landing details then, let's take a look. And landing rate -125, landing G-force 0.96, so pretty good, right on the touchdown zone as well. Look at that, absolutely perfect then. Alright, well, thank you all very much for watching this video. That was a really enjoyable flight here in the A321neo with those beautiful Pratt & Whitney engines there. So be sure to join us next time, where we are flying to another beautiful location. Do like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and I shall see you in the next one.